Who knows what are these? Mula blocks. So this is a patent made by two of very beloved sisters of mine. I will put their website in the comments, in the description, so you can explore it by yourself. We might be using them today, we will see, as I tend not to plan my practices. There's always a basic structure, and then the rest is pure inspiration and flow. So I invite us all to hop on our mats, get some water near to you. Best drink ever. I hope you can see me good. I hope you can hear me well. It's Christmas time, holidays, energy in the air. I just want to say two thoughts about holidays generally. Think about the name, Holy Day. Shouldn't any day be a holiday? Is it just the social agreement structure that we are relaying upon to make a day a special day? For me, every day of my life, I think the more you get closer to the idea of death, or maybe let's say transformation into different life form, the closer we get to the idea of being fully alive and appreciating every now moment as being completely holy. Every morning, every midday, every evening, every minute of your night. So by this being said, I'm grabbing our attention into this moment, wherever you are, whatever time of the day. Welcome to our holistic yoga practice together. I invite you to close your eyes and deepen the breath. All of us together, we're going to grab our fists and fingers, rock and roll, energy all the way to the fingertips. Grab the buttocks of your trunk to the side. So we want to find the sits bones. So we really need to pull the flesh aside so we can find the sitting bones, because the hips are the king of the movement. Meaning, if we don't find the sits bones, if we don't free the hip, if the king is not free to rule, then the spine won't have its potential to straighten out fully and completely. So we don't want it too open, neither too close. We're going to respect the natural curves of the spine along this practice, and I'm going to return to it also as we stand. Back to our just setting in. Make sure that your belly is completely relaxed. And once again, if you tapped your gaze open, let's shut it down once more. We're going to scan the torso, just checking that the chest is open, shoulders are away from the ears, and the head of the crown reaches upwards, chin slightly tapped inwards. Find your breath, inhaling through the nose, elongating the spine. Through the mouth, release all the air out and just allow the hips to become heavier and heavier into the ground. One more breath, sending the crown of the head upwards. Allowing the air to fill up the belly, pass through the rib cage, enter the chest area, all the way to the collarbones. It's a full yogic breath, pranayama. Exhaling, dropping the jaw open, releasing any tension, any unnecessary holding. Inhaling the belly, the rib cage, the chest. Just a little more love, a little more air. And exhaling through the mouth. Whoo, allow any sigh, any sounds, anything that wants to be expressed. This place is safe for us, and ground is always holding us. Inhaling for the last time over here. Full yogic breath. Belly, rib cage. Just a little more fun, a little more air. All the way through the chest and the collarbones, and on the exhalation, just releasing the jaw. Bringing both hands in front of the heart. Open up your gaze. Keep your pratyahara. Withdraw of your senses. You can keep your gaze towards the tip of the nose as you slightly press the palms one against the other, really reaching the elbows into two separate sides away from yourself. Inhaling here, opening the chest. And exhaling out. From now on, you can invite your Ujjayi breath. Inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the nose. Anytime along the practice where you feel you build up too much heat, or maybe you collect tension, I really suggest to exhale the air through the mouth, and I might be giving some cues of my own. Otherwise, Ujjayi breath, inhaling, chin towards the chest, always checking that the neck is elongated, continuing the spinal cord. Through the mouth, through the nose, the exhalation. Maybe you can listen to the quality of the breath, soothing us from within, warming us, inhaling through the nose. Take this time to put your intention. Why did I show up on the mat today? Exhaling through the nose. Whenever you're ready, you can bow down your head. Just sign for humility, serenity, gratitude for this knowledge. On the next inhalation, we're gonna rise our heads up, release our hands down. And we're gonna scan our energetic path, sending the awareness to our Muladhara chakra, first chakra. You can take a nice juicy inhalation, maybe start visualizing the color red. And if you feel inspired, you can repeat the mantra Lam on the exhalation. Lam. Same thing with our sacral chakra, second chakra, about 4 fingers under the belly button. Svadhisthana chakra, the mantra Vam. Bright orange color, cleansing and balancing out. We keep up towards our third energy center. Manipura chakra, our solar plexus. Visualizing bright, warm, yellow color, like a rising of a beautiful new day. And on the exhalation, Ra. finding that inner smile, maybe making it an external smile. Let's take one break over here. Just enjoying the alignment of our lower chakras. And we keep up towards our fourth center, Anahata chakra, our heart chakra, the strongest electromagnetic field. Inhaling into the heart, through the heart. Lots of love in. And on the exhalation, ya. Visualizing the color green. One more cleansing breath in through the heart. Stay with that green color. See how this small green plant becoming a big green tree, expanding into a vast green forest. Enjoy the sensation. Fifth energy center, Vishuddha chakra, such an important center. Our throat chakra, our expression, our truth. Color blue. Let's inhale through the throat, cleansing and washing. And on the exhalation, we leave the last two chakras for the end of the practice. Gently open up the eyes if you had them closed. And let's give some love to the neck area. Dropping the right ear towards the right shoulder. Inhaling towards the left side of the neck. And on the exhalation, allow the chin to roll towards the chest. Drop the head heavy. And on the next inhalation, we rotate towards the left side. Left ear towards the left shoulder. Inhale towards the right side of your neck. Same thing, exhaling, allowing the chin to rotate towards the chest, dropping the head heavy. One more time each side, inhaling to the right side. Visualize that the air is just like oil. It's passing everywhere. Focus to the area that you stretch and allow any tension on the exhalation to leave out, to free the space. Chin towards the chest. Rolling towards the left side, inhaling towards the right side of the neck. Visualizing this oiling quality. And on the exhalation, just releasing the shoulders even further away, enjoying the sensation. On the next inhalation, let's return through the center, inhaling, hands up, 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 up. Stretch the armpits, open up. Let's clasp the hands and turn the inner palm outwards. And just stay here for a bit. Stretch side to side. Open the sides of the body. Let's find the breath. Inhaling and exhaling. Check in if we can release the shoulders downwards. Inhaling and exhaling. So we're slowly warming up. I'm going to take off my extra layer. And I invite us all to turn into our tabletop position. Checking the alignment of the posture. Super, super important. And another thing is, I really suggest you, it's my tip, keep your space clean and organized. I see people practice socks everywhere, sweatshirts all around. I think it's important. The way we keep our space tidy is the way we keep our mind organized. All right, hands exactly under the elbows, exactly under the shoulders, knees exactly under the hips. Activate the metatarsial against the floor. Let's rock and roll just a little bit. Waking up the body. Good. Press actively the ground. We're not falling down here. We're not chilling out. Collect your belly. You want to cancel the arch at the lower back. So really feel like you press the lower belly into the back side of the back. It's a tabletop position. I look like a table. If you put a cup on me, it will stick there. Last part of our alignment, gazing downwards. The neck is a natural continuation of the spinal cord. Let's find the breath on the inhalation, opening up into our cat, looking upwards. Enjoy the ride. Exhaling, pressing the ground, rounding in, curving the spine, and gazing towards the toes. Inhaling, so nice, opening up. Rotate the shoulders backwards, shine your chest towards the sky. Play with the weight backwards and forwards, exhaling, rounding the spine, releasing the head heavy, and gazing towards the toes. 2 more circles. Find your own wacky movement. Inhaling and exhaling. Oh, I love it. Inhaling and exhaling. Very nice. Slowly, let's tuck the toes against the mat, and we're just rocking forward and backwards, opening the sole of the feet, and then we're gonna disconnect the knees and hover above the ground. Gazing downwards, we're counting for 5. Inhale and exhaling out. For 4, inhale and exhaling out. For 3, inhale and exhaling out. Can you smile and enjoy the moment? Inhaling 2 and exhaling out, actively pressing the ground for the last time. Inhaling, and on the exhalation, let's straighten the legs and send the hips upwards towards the sky. Now it's our first downward facing dog of the day of this practice. We're taking the time here. We're not rushing at all. Release the head completely. Take a cleansing breath. Actively pressing firmly the feet and the hands, trying to spread the weight of the body in an even way. Release the jaw, release the face, the little muscles around the eyes. Inhale. And 1 more cleansing breath through the mouth. Don't be shy. Shoo. Let's bend the right knee and gaze under the left armpit. Inhale. Exhaling, straighten back down. Same thing the other side. Inhaling, bending the left knee, gazing under the right armpit. And exhaling, straightening the leg. Like a wave, imagine you are a part of the ocean, bringing the weight of the body towards the hands. We're meeting in a plank position. Also here, try to keep it as active as possible. So on the inhalation, it's a micro movement. Think the crown of the head takes you slightly an inch forward. And on the exhalation, we imagine that there is a wall behind us and the heels are pushing against that imaginary wall. 3 more times. Inhaling, crown of the head forwards. Exhaling, pressing the heels against an imaginary wall. Inhaling, forwards. Exhaling, back. Now I want to add, at any point of this practice, if you need a rest, knees towards the ground, hips backwards, child's pose. A couple of cleansing breath. Don't give up. Just take a break and find us back in our practice. You can also stop it, take a break, hop back onto the practice. Nice job. Inhaling here for the last time. And on the next exhalation, we're going to bend the elbows. If you need, place the knees on the ground. Otherwise, all the way down towards the ground. We are allowing the hips to lay heavy, and we're straightening out the feet. Now, I want you to squeeze the buttocks so you protect your lower back and really feel like the pubic bone is pressing against the mat. Forehead on the ground. On the next inhalation, we're going to pick it up, just the head, the chest, until the rib cage. And on the exhalation, returning down to the ground. So we're activating the upper stabilizing muscles of the back. Inhaling one more time. And check if maybe you can disconnect the hands. And exhaling down. Good. 2 more times. This time we bring the hands together, clasp them behind the back, and on the inhalation, let's rise up. Exhaling down. Oh, and one last time together with the feet, inhaling. All the back side of the body is being wakened up. And exhaling down. Very nice. Hands return to their space. Exactly under the armpits. Tuck the toes against the mat. Take a juicy inhalation. On the exhalation, if you need, through the knees. Otherwise, press up back to your plank pose. And we meet together in our downward facing dog. Inhaling here. And exhaling out. I want you to find a comfortable position in your down dog. The dog or the child's pose is our home, is where we return in between asanas, in between transitions, to take a breath, to calm the mind. Literally send the mind, tell yourself, I'm good, I'm safe, I'm doing it, I'm amazing. And then you keep up. Small steps towards the front of the mat. We meet at Uttanasana, forward bend. Bend your knees as much as needed. Let's grab the opposite elbows and you can rock a little bit in and out. Maybe side to side. Ask your own body, what feels good? I want to feel good. How about you? Head is completely relaxed. Tongue in the space of the mouth, completely free. One more breath. And then we let go of the arms. Bend the knees. And start rolling upwards. Vertebra after vertebra. Nice and easy. No rushing at all. As we meet in Tadasana, mountain pose at the front of the mat. So we're scanning a little bit the body from the feet towards the crown of the head. I'm facing towards you just to feel me better. Let's pick up the toes. Pick up the toes on your feet. And really, the same thing that we did at the beginning of the practice with our palms. I want you to shine your toes, separate them, spread them as wide as open as possible, and only then bring them back to the mat. So we create this grounding sensation, this rooting sensation, like a tree, like a part of the ground. And from the ground, we're pressing actively and reaching, rising up towards the sky. Good. So as we maintain this gesture with ourselves, knees are slightly bent. And once again, let's play with the hips, backwards and inwards. And we are looking to find exactly the center. We want to respect the natural curves of the spine. Whenever you feel that you found the center, hold it over there and lock your front side of the body as if you are zipping up. You're zipping up your energy field. You're collecting all the power, all the energy from the ground, all the way through the torso, up through the third eye, towards the crown of the head and upwards into the universe. So if this inspires you. You can practice this anytime you feel you need an energetic collection and protection. Hands are open, chest is open, shoulders away from the ears, crown of the head towards the sky. This is our antenna, our transmitter to the universe. On the inhalation, let's rise both of our hands up, up, up. Hastasana, look up. Slightly bend forward, and on the exhalation, all the way down. Uttanasana, release the head completely. Inhaling, halfway, Ardha. Straightening the spine. Think with the sits bone backwards and with the crown of the head forwards. And on the exhalation, you either walk or you hop. We're in plank pose. Inhaling here. Exhaling all the way down. Chaturanga Dandasana. If you need knees towards the ground, bend the elbows. On the inhalation, we rise up this time. Full cobra. Try to pick up the knees from the ground. And on the exhalation, let's rotate back home. Downward facing dog. 2 cleansing breaths. Inhaling here. And exhaling out. Inhaling here. If you feel like sticking to the Ujjayi breath, go for it. It's a yogic's choice. I'm talking to you constantly, so you will hear me exhaling more oftenly through the mouth. On the next inhalation, the right foot up towards the sky. Exhaling, bending the right knee and opening up the hip. Flex the right foot, really kick it backwards. Inhaling here. Exhaling, bring the right knee towards the right elbow. Try to keep the foot as high as possible. No hanging toes around. Point your toes. Inhaling, back up. Exhaling, this time the right knee towards the left elbow. Bring the weight of the body forward. Chest is forward. Inhaling, last time, back up. Exhaling, bringing the right knee towards the forehead, and then nicely, elegantly placing the right foot towards the right palm. Keep the left heel above the left toes. Strong belly. Let's rise up on the inhalation. And on the exhalation, we sit low. Find your drishti, find your gaze. Wherever your eyes go, your attention follows. And wherever your attention follows is whatever you energetically feed. So I'm going to gaze towards a beautiful tree in my garden. Let's breathe here. Inhale. And exhaling out. Inhaling 2. And exhaling out. If you feel your body trimming, that's so healthy for you. Inhaling 3. On the exhalation, hands down, right foot back. We're in plank pose. Inhale. Exhaling, chaturanga all the way down. On the inhalation, opening up, cobra. Exhaling, downward facing dog. Inhaling here. We're back home. I am safe. Inhaling 2. Preparing for the other side, collecting the attention and the power. Inhaling the left leg up, up, up. Bend the left knee and open up the hip. Flex the left foot. Inhale. Kick the left foot backwards. Try to keep the 2 shoulders parallel. The body has a tendency to bring the weight towards the right hand. Inhaling here. And on the exhalation, bringing the left knee towards the left elbow. Pointing the left foot. Inhaling back up. And exhaling. This time the left knee towards the right elbow. Keeping the foot high. Inhaling for the last time. Exhaling, bringing the left knee towards the forehead. And only then placing it elegantly towards the left palm. Keeping the right heel above the right toes. Strong belly, let's rise up. Hands up, energy all the way to the fingertips. On the exhalation, sitting low, releasing the shoulders away from the ear, gazing towards one spot. Inhale. And exhaling here. Inhaling 2. And exhaling out. Inhaling 3. Exhaling, both of our hands down, left foot backward in plank pose. Let's inhale here. And slowly place the left hand exactly under our face. We're taking side plank, so several options for you. You can either keep both feet on the ground and send the right hand upwards. If this is fine for you, you can place the right foot above the left foot. And if you want to really challenge yourself, you can pick up the right leg. We're here for 3 breaths together. Inhale. And exhale. Nice. Inhaling 2. And exhale. Inhaling 3. Good job. Exhaling back. Plank pose. Inhaling here. And let's take a nice rest. Knees towards the ground, sending the hips backwards. Either keep your knees together if you feel better with widening them open. Place the forehead on the mat. 3 cleansing breaths. If you need some inspiration for the breath, we can do the B breath together. Let's inhale through the nose. And on the exhalation, we are doing bzzz. One last time. Inhale. And on the exhalation, bzzz. Slowly finding our way back. Tucking the toes in, bringing the knees inwards. And we're going to walk our hands towards the knees. We will return to that side plank on the other side a little bit later. So you can connect the hands behind the back. Keep the toes tucked. Open up the chest. And we're going to slightly, gently place the right hand on top of the right heel. You want to press the pubic bone forwards. And you really want to squeeze the buttocks and protect the lower back. Inhaling the left hand up and beyond the head. Inhale here. And exhaling back up. Same thing towards the other side. Left hand on top of the left heel. Inhaling. Pressing the hips forwards. And exhaling back up. Nice job. Back to our downward facing dog. Back home. Inhaling here. And exhaling out. On the next inhalation, let's pick up the right foot towards the sky. Exhaling, right foot towards the right palm. Place your left heel on the ground, 45 degrees open. Rise up into your warrior 1. Exhaling, sit low. Inhaling all along the spine. And exhaling out. Inhaling widely towards the sides of the ribs. And exhaling out. Inhaling towards the back side of the heart. And exhaling. We are opening up into our warrior 2. So let me just change directions so you can see me better. Warrior 2, make sure of your alignment. Hips are rotated to the side. Chest always follows the hips. Hands are open through the center. So after you have your feet aligned from the center, send both of the hands like branches, wide open, and then sit low. towards the right middle finger. Inhaling here. And exhaling out. Press the left outer arch of your foot firmly against the mat. Inhaling 2. And exhaling out. So nice to feel alive. I just love it. Inhaling 3. Exhaling out. Ooh, and the next inhalation, let's reverse this warrior. And on the exhalation, we are straightening the right leg, maybe closing the gap slightly, getting into our Trikonasana pose. So in Trikonasana, I want to say some things. I see many people trying to reach closer to the ground, where it was never the idea. The idea actually is to have our torso parallel with the ground. And another idea is not to fall above the leg. So we should be able to hold ourselves. Now, if you need a little bit of lifting, maybe you can use a block. If you have square regular blocks, like I do over there, you can place it on the higher level. So wherever your body is right now, it's perfectly good. Try to keep an aligned posture rather than a perfect posture. Wherever you are, sending the left hand up, up, up towards the sky. Inhaling here. And exhaling out. Just 2 more breaths. Inhaling. Rotating the chest open. Exhaling. Press the big toe mountain in the right foot and the left outer arch against the mat. Inhale. On the exhalation, we're all gazing downwards, protecting the neck. And on the inhalation, strong belly, let's rise all the way up. Good. We're squaring the feet. Hands on our hips. Inhaling, opening up the chest. And exhaling, allowing the chest to take us forward, 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 and down. Place the hands down on the mat. Inhaling, straightening the spine. And exhaling, releasing the head completely. Praserita ei. Couple of free breaths over here, allowing the spine to completely hang over the legs. Inhaling 2. Exhaling, pressing the outer arch of the feet against the mat. Inhaling 3. Exhaling all the air out. Strong belly on the next inhalation. Let's rise up. Hands up like stars. And exhaling, 1 elegant step back to the front of the mat. Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhaling, scanning the body. Exhaling. Let me close one of my heaters because I feel that's too much. Inhaling, continuing to scan the body. Exhaling out. Let's flow. Inhaling, hands up. Hastasana, look up. Exhaling, free falling all the way down. Release the head. Inhaling, halfway, Ardha. Exhaling, hands are ready. Either walk or hop back. We're in plank pose. Let's do the other side of our side plank. So placing the right hand exactly under the face. Starting to rotate. Check where you are. Either you need both of the soles against the mat. Maybe you can place the left foot above the right one. Send the left hand upwards. And then, if you want to challenge yourself, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. We are collecting the right hip for the last time. Inhaling. If you want to keep to a wild thing, we place the left foot, behind us. And we straighten the right leg and release the left hand backwards. Release the head. Inhale here. And exhale slowly back to our plank pose. If you didn't want to do wild pose, you just stay in plank or in child's pose. Inhale here. On the exhalation, Chaturanga Dandasana all the way down to Yoga Town. Inhaling, rising up. Upward facing dog. And exhaling, downward facing dog. We're back home. Tell your mind it's fine. Tell yourself you're doing great. Ooh, find your breath and your natural rhythm. Exhaling. Calm the heartbeat. On the next inhalation, one big step with the left foot towards the left palm. We place the right heel on top of the mat. Right toes facing outwards, about 45 degrees. Strong belly on the inhalation. Let's rise up. Warrior one. Exhaling, sitting low. Ooh. Whatever you choose to do with your hands, it's your choice. You can keep them on your hips, front of the heart. If you keep them upwards, try to hold like a big beach ball so that you don't shrink the shoulders and the chest. 2 more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. One last breath. Inhaling here. And on the exhalation, we're opening up. Warrior 2. So we have both of our feet aligned. Either heel to heel, either heel to inner arch. Ask the body what fits better for you. Hands in front of the heart, we find the center. We zip it up, and from the center, 2 branches growing towards 2 sides. Inhale. And on the exhalation, I'm sitting low, gazing towards the left middle finger. Inhaling 2. Exhaling out. Feel the heartbeat. Inhaling 3. Feel the prana. Prana is life force. It's running through the veins. On the next inhalation, let's reverse the warrior. And on the exhalation, we're getting directly into our Trikonasana. So let me spread the entrance into Trikonasana so that you can have a better posture. From standing split, you break it into 2 parts. First, I allow the right hip to slide backwards, inhaling, and only then exhaling, and I'm bending downwards. Trying to keep the torso parallel to the ground. Right outer arch pressing the ground. Big toe mountain in the front foot pressing the ground. Find your posture. If you need a block, you can use shoebox, whatever. Inhale. And exhale. In any case, we're rotating the chest open. Inhaling 2. Exhaling. Inhaling for the last time. On the exhalation, all of us gazing downward, protecting the neck, strong belly. Inhale, let's rise up. And exhale. Once again, we square the feet and prepare for Praserita 2. This time, our hands behind of the back, clasped together. Inhaling, opening up. And on the exhalation, allowing the chest to take us forward and only then down. Release the head. So this time the hands are going to be like weights, pulling you closer towards the ground. Such a nice feeling, opening up the shoulder, the trapezius. So juicy. Let go, surrender completely. Inhale here. Exhale out. Inhale here. Exhale out. So Christmas is the day that Jesus Christ was born. I personally believe that he truly existed, and he was definitely one of the strongest forward-moving stories, individuals, magic on planet Earth to awaken us consciously. And as we do practicing, because yoga is a practice of self-realization, right? So realizing the inner strength and the inner power, and this is what we're practicing here on the mat. On the next inhalation, strong belly, let's rise all the way up. Exhaling, one beautiful step. We meet at the front of the mat. Inhaling, hands up, up, up. Exhaling, we're bending like a banana towards the right side so you can grab the left palm and pull yourself. Open the left side of the torso. Inhaling back. And exhaling down. These movements regenerate our aura, our electromagnetic field. Inhaling upwards. On the exhalation, bending towards the left side. Inhaling back through the center. Let's open up the toes and sit in our yogic squat. So the strength part of the practice is behind us. You can tell yourself, well done. As you are in your yogic squat, and wherever you are, because some of us have very tight hips, right? So maybe it's not that comfortable. Try to widen the stance. And wherever you are, it's great. So support yourself with your hands and just allow with every exhalation the hips to go deeper and deeper and lower and lower. If you're more open, allow the elbows to kick the knees open from inside. And just observe how every exhalation, without strength, without pushing anything, brings us closer and closer towards the ground. One last breath over here, crown of the head upwards, chin slightly tucked inwards. And we sit down. Just a little bit more strength, because the core of our body is so important, not only for our bikini season, but mostly to protect the body over the years, right? Because our skeleton, if only the bones are carrying the weight of the body, soon enough, early enough, we will have issues. But if our muscles are strong and can support the weight of the body over the daily tasks and daily movements, we're going to be much better over time. Boat pose. Let's pick up the feet. You can either keep your hands under the knees, either straighten them forwards, inhaling here, and exhaling out. We're going to do a small vinyasa on the inhalation, opening up the boat, lowering down, and on the exhalation, closing up the boat, picking it up. 7 more times, you got it. Inhaling down. And exhaling up. Enjoy the ride, enjoy the feeling. Inhaling 3. We got it together. Exhaling up. Inhaling 4, find your smile. Exhaling, we're halfway through. Inhaling 5. The number of change. Exhaling up. In taro, if somebody is involved. Inhaling 6. I'm just keeping you mentally aroused. Exhaling all the way up. Just 2 more breaths and we're finished. Inhaling down. And exhaling up. I'm addicted to this feeling. 1 last breath. Inhaling 8. And maybe we can stay here, small pulsations. All right, release the feet, release the head. One cleansing breath, and we're rolling backwards and back. Sending the feet up above the head and exhaling back. One last time, inhaling here. And exhaling, just allowing the hips to connect with the ground, feet close to our buttocks. We're going to do a bridge pose, half bridge pose. And then maybe bridge pose if you choose. Hands are reaching towards the heels. Heels are as close as possible towards the buttocks. Knees facing upwards. Chin slightly tucked toward the chest. Elongate the neck at all times. Inhale here. Exhale, send the hips upwards. If you feel like, maybe this is enough, so ask yourself. In any case, don't look to the sides like I do. Just don't do that. Collect the hands if you want a bit of a deeper position, and rotate the right shoulder and the right elbow, and then the left shoulder and the left elbow, so you can really send the chest open. Inhaling here. And exhaling out. The knees have a tendency to open up. Try to keep them parallel. Inhaling here. Every exhalation, we press the heels against the mat and the hips upwards. One last breath. Exhaling. Release the hands if you had them together. Vertebra after vertebra. Slowly, the upper back, the mid back, thoracic spine, lower back, lumbar spine, hips and buttocks. Release the knees open. Chill out. Observe the sensation. We just sent the energy back towards the heart space, didn't we? Just observe this blossoming all over. Green blossoming in the heart, spreading towards the shoulders, the arms, the torso. All right, let's close up the knees. So either you are repeating half bridge, either you are joining a full bridge, yogi's choice. And be honest with yourself. I'm super active today. I had 2 days of sleeping a lot, eating a lot. I didn't feel like practicing. I was doing just like soft stretching. So be honest with yourself. It's not about a strict, stiff routine. It's about meeting yourself where you are. Today I'm fiery. I want to move, I want to do, I want to talk. Especially women. Our cycle and energy shifts constantly. If you're a man, probably you wake up in the morning, you have lots of testosterone, you want to give it out, and it's slowly decreasing over the day. So just be true to yourself. Because we don't want to, we're not here to impress anyone, nothing of that. Inhaling, half bridge or full bridge, meet you over there. In any case, the cue is to press from the heels. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One last breath. Inhale. Exhaling slowly. If you were in full bridge, top of the head, placing the head and vertebra after vertebra. Happy baby pose. Sending the feet upwards. And now again, depending on your body, if you're closer, if you cannot reach this position, place the elbows on the mat and support your outer thigh under the knee. And just chill. Inhale. And exhale. If you're in a full happy baby pose, maybe you can rock side to side. This area, most of the day, is closed and dark. So in the summertime, I really have a routine of sunbathing the area as much as I can. In the winter time, less practical, but we can still refreshing. I'm talking energetically, okay? Not that much physically, but also because all the planes are completely connected. All right, some supine twists because we didn't do in a seated position. Let's place the left knee on top of the right knee, spreading both of our hands open. Inhale here. And exhaling both of the knees towards the right side. You can allow the head to fall heavy towards the left side. And again, we don't work with pressing the body, just allowing the breath to open up from within. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale here. And exhale. Full yogic breath on the exhalation. Press the belly towards the lower back, releasing all the air out. Now I have zero air. Kumbhaka, I can stay here for a long time. Different story, we will do it in a different practice. Slowly picking up the knees. Other side, right knee on top of the left knee, inhaling through the center. And on the exhalation, both of the knees towards the left side, allowing the head to fall heavy towards the right side, and just nice and easy, allowing the breath to open up from within. Inhale. Observe how every exhalation naturally will bring the right shoulder closer towards the ground without pressing it. One more juicy breath. And exhaling out. The next inhalation, let's rise the knees back through the center. Release. There are so much more things we can do. Reversed postures, candle pose. If you feel a calling, you can go for it. Also, we didn't do wild thing towards the right side. But I had the intention to keep this practice kind of shorter than the full 1.5 hour, 2 hour practice, just for you to be able to hop on it. So we're closer towards the 60 minutes intention of mine. Therefore, if you're practicing, you know your body, you can stop here, do the addition that you feel you need, and then join back for Shavasana. Otherwise, arrange yourself for Shavasana, straighten the legs out. If you need an extra layer, like I do, arrange yourself. From now on, the body will be losing temperature. And I have my lovely dog here chilling around, so I'll put my head towards him, and I will also wear my sheep loafers. All right, Shavasana, corpse pose. Not much talking for this part. Of course, whenever you come for a private retreat, if you're Israeli, you're welcome to check out one of the upcoming group retreats, starting from early April into mid-April, May, June, July, September, October. You can find all of the information in my website. I will put the link below. And of course you will get a full Yoga Nidra guidance and much more juicy support from the restorative yoga world. For now, let's take 1 minute of silence. Shavasana is maybe the most important asana, as it allows us to integrate everything that we have let go of and everything that we have invited in. So we integrate the benefits of the practice, the fruits of the practice. Start wiggling the toes, the fingers, maybe licking your lips, bending one knee and then the other, and bringing the knees towards the chest, rocking a little bit side to side. Ask yourself, what side do I prefer today, and roll onto this side. We respect the nervous system, so we rise up through the side. The upper hand always supports us. Back to our seated position. I wish us all a happy Christmas and happy winter holidays. It's always a pleasure to be out here and sharing practices with you. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know what practices can benefit you. I would love to create more of those. These days are mostly focused to my base and retreat zone in North Evia. You can find all the info in the attached link below. You can always reach out in a private message. I'm mostly doing nowadays, besides the group retreats that are being collaborated with other yoga teachers, where I'm mostly leading psychosomatic therapy and sound healing therapy, but also yogic practices. In my private retreat, we dive deeper into where you are right now and how your self-healing journey can be supported, and we create this cocoon incubator for 4 to 5 days, where you come here, you put your daily life aside, you get full attention, you get my full attention, all yours. We focus to healthy and aware eating, so much more than just yogic practices, but also Buddhistic understandings, energetical tools. You get full summary of all the content that we go through over the retreat days, with practical tools for you to practice. I follow up on you a month after the retreat, and mostly by now it becomes a long-lasting relationship where we give and receive growth, knowledge, experience, love, care, laughter. Take care over the winter season. I know it's all about cookies and sweets, which I love. I love. Just, I really believe in balance. So good balance. It's not about the extra kilo that we gain. It's about being very aware, connected, self-compassionated. So we don't want to reach to this inner chatter of, oh, you ate so much cookies, bad you. No, get 1, 2, 3 cookies, but with joy, with self-confidence, with I'm allowed to. And I promise you that you will never gain a pound from such a psychological approach. All right, I think that's enough for today. My name is Anastasia. Undina is my life project. She's inspired by nature and by the treasures of the sea. And I see you next time here on my Yoga with Friends small playlist channel.